Aggie Memorial Stadium in Las Cruces, New Mexico, home to the Aggies of New Mexico State. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Sam Houston Bearcats, facing a fellow Conference USA opponent, the New Mexico State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bearcats will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So New Mexico State's offense will get first crack at it today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Cutler. Got it in the middle, it's Fry. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Aggies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. The give to the fullback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. To the ground with the back. Turning it on! They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
To the air on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
So now it's 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Callaway. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Cutler. On the run, fires downfield. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So the Sam Houston Bearcats offense will go to work for the first time. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not not enough productive plays, and so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
College football becomes more and more every year, more nickel, more dime packages, more speed on the field. So no matter what you do, I got a guy that can go chase down your quarterback in any situation, and you can see it right there. DB came flying in there, gets the first sack of the game.
The Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the Bearcats are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Porter. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Cutler. Got out of trouble and throws. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
You just got to finish the play if you're the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. The Bearcats want to pick up the tempo. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got him. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. 3rd down play from the gun. Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
The Bearcats are marching down the field. Looking for a man. It's Watson. With the catch, it's Porter. There he goes. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. And this defense is bringing the Heat another sack.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Set to advance on the football.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Back to pass, it's Cutler. It's complete on the right side. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Humphries.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. The Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Watson. That's caught, it's Humphries. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over. The Aggies offense will have another go at it.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Safe completion on the screen. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on second down. Unleashes one. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. And the Aggies come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll run play action. Dances away to buy time. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the right. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Pass interference. Offense.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. The Aggies are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Dropping back, it's Cutler. The throw. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Got a man, it's Humphries. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Bearcats come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Humphries. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They think there's room to run to the right here. Breaks into the open. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Watson. He wants it all. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Never a doubt. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Johnson.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
Here we go.
Jet sweep to the receiver. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Cutler. That's reeled in, it's Williams. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They want to throw it. Fires to the big fella. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. Extending the play. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to throw, it's Cutler. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. right down the boulevard. The lead is down to a field goal. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Now improvising. On the move at the 30. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Wants to throw. It's Watson. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Finds his tight end. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Bearcats need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. They're going to run it to the right. He goes out of bounds and a good, tough run to give them a little breathing room. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like it's been a terrific scene there today in Las Cruces. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Aggie Memorial Stadium.
right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. New Mexico State will kick it away to open this third quarter. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to throw, it's Watson. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Stanley. Touchdown, New Mexico State! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a 1st down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They'll run the sneak for it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Bearcats moving quickly to the line.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Looking downfield, it's Watson. Finds the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Bearcats will call on their punt team. A low line drive and not his best work. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Here's the heat. They get to him as he throws. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Aggies are flying down the field. Gonna run it. It's Callaway. Running into the open space. Got the first down and more. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. After the run, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Cutler. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
The Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch, it's Black. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. Turning it on! And good blocking and space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of this big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece at fullback. Listen, he can catch the football. He can make plays. Use the big fella.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Under fire. He's in open space downfield.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
That's the end of the quarter. New Mexico State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. To the air, it's Watson. Hit as he throws. And they can't make the play on third down. And the Bearcats will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the returner is stopped. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll start this drive going to the air. The sure hands, it's Callaway. Fighting off the defender. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the back. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Pulls it in. It's Callaway. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Makes a connection. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. On the run, still looking. Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure. He knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a first down. Well done.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push. Sneaks into the end zone. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. To the air, it's Watson. Grabs it in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Second down coming up.
They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Bearcats are rolling down the field.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. First and 10.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points. We need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Bringing the heat. Buys a little time. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Bearcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. DB's right up on the receivers. Back to throw, it's Watson. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bearcats! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And after making the extra point, they're down 24-13. They march 79 yards on the drive. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they wanted. This defense doesn't know how to react when getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And the thing I like about giving it to the fullback right away, it hits downhill right now. Very little chance for a ball handling mishap. No fumbles. He secures the football, wraps it up, falls forward, and usually gets positive yards.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
They're going to ride this running back. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. Big fullback's got it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's the handoff. Smashes ahead. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies! Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Watson. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Pass interference. Offense.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Bearcats need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. The sure hands, it's Black. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The running back has it. Not a whole lot of room there. yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
At the 3-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, New Mexico State. And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Watson. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.